Good morning, children. Today, in this video session, we will study about the economic importance of fungi. And this is the E part of the economic importance of bacteria and fungi. Children, in the previous videos, you have watched about the useful and harmful activities of bacteria. And here we will study about the useful activities of fungi. As you all know, children, these fungi are non-green plants. They are both useful as well as harmful to mankind. Useful activities of fungi in food industry. Mushroom, you all know about mushroom because you eat also this mushroom. Agaricus are a type of fungi and many of its varieties are edible. Edible means eatable. Being rich in proteins and vitamins, they have high nutritive value and are cultivated on a commercial scale. Children, these mushrooms are of many varieties. They are edible and they are rich source of proteins and vitamins. And because of this rich source of proteins and vitamins, they have a high nutritive value and they are cultivated on a commercial scale. Commercial scale means they are cultivated on a very large scale. Lecanora esculenta Lecanora esculenta, a lichen, is regarded as a bread of heaven by Jews. This lichen, it is regarded as a bread of heaven by the Jews. Reindeer moss, a lichen in tundra, constitutes the staple food of reindeer, musk, ox, etc. Another type of this lichen, that is reindeer moss. It is a staple food. Staple food means a food which is used in routine daily, is a staple food of reindeers, musk and ox. These animals, they are found in the tundra region. Now, food yeast contains vitamins of the B group, E group and 15% of protein. That means yeast. Another fungi, it is also a rich source of vitamins. That means vitamin B, vitamin E are present in this yeast and it has 15% of protein. So it is very useful in food industry. Agaricus biosporus, the white button mushroom. Children, underline this, very important. This is Agaricus biosporus. This is a white button mushroom. White button mushroom, this mushroom we are eating. And the scientific name of this is Agaricus biosporus. Very important, children. Learn the name of white button mushroom. Is most common edible mushroom eaten all over the world. So this white button mushroom is eaten all over the world and its scientific name is Agaricus biosporus. Fly agaric and death cup are the poisonous mushrooms. So these mushrooms, all these mushrooms are edible, but some mushrooms are poisonous also and they can cause death. So fly agaric and death cup are the poisonous mushrooms. Mushrooms are good source of vitamins and minerals. They contain a good amount of vitamins as biotin, pantothenic acid and niacin. Now children, see, we have seen that yeast is rich in vitamin B, vitamin E, but mushrooms, they are also good source of vitamins and minerals, and some of the vitamins as biotin, pantothenic acid and niacin. These are the vitamins which are found in mushroom. Now, mushroom cultivation. As I told you, this mushroom is cultivated on a commercial scale, on a large scale. So, we will see that what are the steps in the cultivation of mushroom. It can be done in little and land areas. It doesn't require large fields or large areas for cultivation, but it can be cultivated on small or little land. The major steps of mushroom cultivation are as follows. See, the first step in the cultivation of mushroom is composting. Compost, you know, children, this compost is formed from the vegetable matter, or we can call it as the waste materials of plants and animals. So it is mixed by mixing. How this composting is done, or how this compost is made? It is made by mixing paddy. Paddy means rice with husk. When the rice is not separated from the husk, that is known as the paddy. Straw, organic and inorganic fertilizer. So this compost is made by mixing paddy, straw, organic and inorganic fertilizers. So first step in the cultivation of mushroom is to prepare the compost, and this process is known as composting. The second one is, children, spawning. Spawn is the, or we can call it as the seed of mushroom. Spawn, SWASPAWN, spawn, and this spawn is the seed of mushroom. The seeds of mushroom is introduced into the compost. So what is this spawn? See, this spawn is a living fungal culture that is called mycelium. So spawn is living mycelium that is grown on a substrate, or and that is known as the spawn. So mycelium or is the spawn. Understood, children? That is the seed of mushroom. So the seed of mushroom is introduced into the compost, and this process is known as the spawning. Casting, a thin layer of soil is spread over the compost. So first the composting is done, or the compost is spread, then the mycelium is spread, or the seeds of mushrooms are introduced into the compost, and after that a thin layer of soil is spread over the compost. After that compost, on that compost on which you have introduced the mycelium, which the process which is known as spawning, a thin layer of soil is spread over that, and this process is known as casting. Cropping and harvesting. Now, growth occurs between 2 to 6 weeks. So for the growth of mushroom, it requires a period of 2 to 6 weeks. Full grown mushrooms are taken out. So in cropping and harvesting, the mushrooms are full grown and they are taken out from the compost. Now, preservation, how these mushrooms are preserved. See, children, it is a perishable item, and it is very soon it is perished if not stored properly. So how it can be preserved? Vacuum cooling, storing at 15 degrees Celsius, and freeze drying in a solution of brine are the important steps in preserving these mushrooms. Brine is a concentrated salt solution. Understood, children? Common salt which we are using, that is sodium chloride, a concentrated solution of this salt solution is called as brine. So it can be preserved by vacuum cooling, storing at a degree of 15 degrees Celsius, and freeze drying in a solution of brine, and in this way we can preserve this mushroom. So children, all these 5 steps in the cultivation of mushroom are very important. The first step is composting, where you have prepared the compost. Second step is spawning, that is introducing the mushroom seeds in the compost. Casting, a thin layer of soil is spread over the compost. Cropping and harvesting means when the mushrooms are ready, between the period of 2 to 6 weeks. After that they are taken out and then they are preserved at a temperature of 15 degrees Celsius or by vacuum cooling. So all these are the useful activities of mushroom in food industry. Second is medicinal use. Antibiotics. Some wonder drugs that inhibit the metabolic activities of other harmful microorganisms are called antibiotics. So what are these antibiotics? Underline this, children, definition. Antibiotics are the drugs that inhibits means stops the growth or the metabolic activities of harmful microorganisms. That drugs are known as the antibiotics. So these antibiotics, they stops the growth of harmful microorganisms. The first antibiotic was obtained from Penicillium notatum by Alexander Fleming in 1928 AD. So first antibiotic was obtained from the fungi, that is Penicillium notatum. Underline the name, scientific name of the fungus from which this antibiotic is obtained, that is Penicillium notatum. And Penicillium notatum by Alexander Fleming in the year, underline that, Alexander Fleming in year 1928 AD. So the definition of antibiotic is, you have to learn, children. Antibiotic are the drugs which inhibit the growth of harmful microorganism. The first antibiotic is Penicillium notatum by Alexander Fleming in 1928. Now the synthesis of vitamins and enzymes. Many vitamins such as vitamin B complex, vitamin E, etc. are obtained from yeast. As we have seen there, children, that yeast is a rich source of vitamin, that is vitamin B and vitamin A. And many vitamins such as vitamin B complex, E, are obtained from the yeast. Many enzymes such as amylase, pectinase, glucose, oxidase and invertase are synthesized from some fungi such as Penicillium and Aspergillus species. So enzymes, children, enzymes are the substances that are produced by living organism and which act as a catalyst now to start any reaction. So many enzymes such as, see the name of the enzyme, that is amylase, pectinase, glucose, oxidase and invertase. They are synthesized from some fungi that such as the Penicillium and Aspergillus species. Synthesis of proteins and fats. So see what all things we are getting from this fungi. That means vitamins and enzymes are also synthesized. Synthesis of proteins and fats. Proteins are synthesized from yeast, whereas fats by Penicillium and Aspergillus. Now, proteins, they are synthesized from yeast. As we know, these yeast are rich sources of proteins and vitamins. So, proteins are synthesized from yeast and fats and are by Penicillium and Aspergillus. Now, another important thing is its use in the industry. Several industries, particularly bakeries and breweries, are dependent upon various species of fungi such as, now this fungi, they play a very important role in the field of, in this industries also. In breweries, during anaerobic respiration, that means respiration in absence of oxygen, fermentation of glucose, yeast yield ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. That means during anaerobic respiration of glucose, that is in at the time of fermentation of glucose. Anaerobic respiration means respiration in absence of oxygen, and this glucose yeast yield, when there is incomplete or anaerobic respiration of glucose, what happens, children? This yeast yield ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. So we are getting from the anaerobic respiration, during anaerobic respiration of glucose, we get ethyl alcohol and carbon dioxide. Alcohol is the main constituent of wine. Underline that. Alcohol is the main constituent of wine, whiskey, beer, etc. So during that ethyl alcohol is formed, during anaerobic respiration ethyl alcohol is formed, which is a main constituent of wine, whiskey and beer. Carbon dioxide obtained as a byproduct is collected, solidified and sold as anhydrous. Now this dry carbon dioxide, this carbon dioxide is collected as a byproduct which is solidified and dried, and it is sold as dry ice. It is solidified. That means solidified carbon dioxide is called as the dry ice. Now in bakeries, Sponginess in bread and other items of bakery is brought about by the air spaces. You are eating bread and you by bread, buns and cakes you are eating, children, and you know that they are very spongy. So how this sponginess is brought about? This sponginess is brought about by the air spaces. Now air spaces are formed when, how these air spaces are formed? Underline this: air spaces are formed when carbon dioxide rises through the dough. So when carbon dioxide, which is formed during the fermentation, it rises through the dough due to fermentation by the yeast. So when this carbon dioxide rises, air spaces are formed, and this air spaces makes the bread spongy. So this is very important, children. Go through it, learn this, why this bread, how this sponginess in the bread is brought about, what is the reason for this sponginess. The reason is that air spaces are formed by when carbon dioxide rises through the dough due to the fermentation by yeast. So this is very important, children. Next is the cheese processing. You all eat cheese, children. Several species of penicillium and aspergillus are used to provide different flavors to cheese. So different species of fungi, they provide different flavors to cheese. Chemical industry, many acids like citric acid, gallic acid, gluconic acid, etc. are synthetically prepared from many species of aspergillus. So this fungi, they are used in chemical industries to produce many acids, and from that means many acids, citric acids, gallic acids, they are prepared synthetically in the industries. Delicate perfumes are obtained from lichens such as Lobularia, pulmonaria, and Evernia prunestri. These are the lichens, children, from which we get the delicate perfume. So from the fungi we get delicate perfumes also. Orcine, it is a biological stain you obtained from lichen, that is Rossella tinctoria. So all these things, children, we get from the fungi, and they play a very important role in industry. Thank you.